Today is July 6th, 2019. The message I have today is of such an extremely urgent nature that for the first time I'm going to read from a prepared script. All of the videos that I've done up to this point are all done extemporaneously. Of course, it goes without saying that all my interviews are extemporaneous, but this is too severe, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from a prepared statement. I may go off script here and there, but more or less read from a prepared statement and then make some closing comments. It's that important. Last week, Mike Adams published an article entitled, "Google to block all anti-cancer, anti-vax, and anti-GMO websites at the browser level as tech giants go all in with pharma drug cartels," end quote. That's the title. I'm putting the link to this article below because I think it's important for every free man and woman who cherishes what few civil liberties we have left to read this vital article. Now, before you even read the article, I want to note that some people who view this article may think that some of the facts are exaggerated. I'm here to tell you they are not. Our sales at Alpha Mega Labs, which sell only natural, proven products, many of them based on ethnobotanical healing traditions that are centuries old, have dropped by 25% in the last year alone. And, surprise, we've been able to trace the problem to algorithm changes at Google. We're getting complaints from some customers now that they've had problems finding us, and we've talked to others in the industry who have been targeted as well. This is not just about us. It's a broad-based program. Some customers have reported that when they attempt to go onto one of our sites, they get a security warning, similar to what you get if you attempt to go on a phishing or a spam site. As Mike Adams notes, this is only the beginning. The broader goal here, which is being implemented in stages, is to eliminate, first, all anti-cancer, anti-vaccination, and anti-GMO websites, then gradually, all natural product sites. This is not merely the elimination of what elitists view as objectionable content. What Google and the other tech giants, like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, are doing is nothing less than a declaration of war on the natural world. If you discover, produce, and market a product that could conceivably compete with a big pharma drug, with an artificial drug, with a molecular structure that can be found nowhere in the natural world, nowhere in our universe, you have been put on notice. You have been targeted for extinction. With the new social rating service that Google has created, similar to what has now been implemented in China, your ability to function as a normal, thinking human being is coming to an end. You will either go along with their agenda to control humanity and extinguish freedom of thought and speech, or slowly but surely you will be exterminated. This is 1984 brought to life. If you haven't read the George Orwell novelette, you should. So should your children. So should your grandchildren, if you have them. If you really want to know what's going on in your world, read the book 1984. This is the world of global tyranny that Orwell knew from his secret society connections that was coming. The plans that have been drawn up long ago and have been put in place little by little over the past century or two. The world that Google, Facebook, and the other tech giants are creating is more tyrannical than anything that ever passed to the minds of George III, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, and Mei Tung combined. And keep in mind that those men collectively, directly or indirectly, killed hundreds of millions of people. It is a world without civil liberty, without independence of thought, without access to natural remedies, only untested pharmaceutical drugs with ungodly secondary, deleterious, and often long-term side effects. It is a life stripped of the Creator's intent. It is, as Pythagoras wrote in speaking even of animals, a life shorn of sun, of light, of the duration of life to which we are entitled by birth and being. The people who rule you view you as robots, tools to be used until they are broken and then discarded. Is this what you really want? Is this the world that you really want to live in? Socrates taught that the unexamined life is not worth living. Do you really want to live in a world where you have no ability to think and act for yourself, where you are surrounded by machines that have programs to catch you if an errant thought crosses your mind, thus targeting you? And what normal person would want to live in such a world? The problem is that by your inaction, you assent to these things. You assent to your own enslavement. Every time you use Google Chrome, a browser that is nothing more than a spying device installed on a computer that you paid for, you assent to your enslavement. Every time you use Google.com, you assent to subtle programming that isn't merely designed to change how you think. It's designed to change what you are. You agree to oppression by unseen rulers and tyrannical despots. You can't complain about your mistreatment or abuse because you agreed to it. You asked for it. Nobody made you download the high-tech chains that are used to hold you down. You did that yourself. Instead of Google Chrome, you could use any number of other browsers that are now designed, that have been designed not to spy on you, eliminate your freedom of choice, and blacklist the sites that you want. One good choice is Brave. It's brave.com. Brave.com. If you're looking for an alternative search engine that won't exclude Alpha Mega Labs, go to duckduck.com. I know it's an unusual name, but they're not out to control you or reprogram your brain the way that Google is. So use them. It's D-U-C-K, duck, duckduckgo.com. Duckduckgo.com. Going forward, we were asking our supporters to bookmark, even write down on paper, our names, our websites, even email addresses, and how to find us. You shouldn't do this just for us. You should do this for anyone you know in the natural products or the alternative media community that you know and trust and don't want to lose contact with. To make it even easier, so you don't have to write anything down, I'm providing a link below of a simple page that you can print out and keep in a safe place so you don't have problems reaching us. I appreciate all of you, the things you have done to help us continue on our work, and I will respond to any and all queries to this urgent message. I thank you for your time.